Hey Deckers, it's been a while since we looked at Warhaven, but since the demo dropped as part of Steam Next Fest, it's about time we dove back in, and boy have they made some huge updates. This is much more stable and better looking than it was in the previous beta, and I'm happy to report it's running exceptionally well on the Steam Deck. The initial footage that you're seeing here is with the medium settings. As yet, it still has no compatibility status on the store, but running at 1280 by 800 with the medium settings gets you between 40 and 50 frames per second all the way through. This was not possible at all in the early beta, so there's been some huge optimization and it is running incredibly well on Steam Deck. This is actually my favorite way to play. You don't need a full 60 frames per second on this, and although the wattage is up in the 28 and 29 range, as you'll see when we move to low, it doesn't make a huge amount of difference. Apart from it looked much worse. So on the Steam Deck screen, the difference is not so bad, but it does still look so much better on medium. But if we do drop it down to low, then we actually get 60 frames per second most of the time. It does dip slightly down to the mid 50s, but it does stay up at the high end of 60 most of the time. That wattage though is still only around 27 to 28 watts, so going to the low settings, although it gets you slightly better FPS, only saves you around 1 to 2 watts. So as I said earlier, I think my best settings for this are to actually run this on the medium settings, as the low settings don't look quite as nice, and the reaction time for getting those blows in is more seconds than milliseconds, so those frames aren't going to gain you a lot, so I would go for quality over frames on this one. Let us know in the comments below if you're going to be diving into this one, and the demo is available until the 26th of June, and there's plenty of players around in-game. I'll leave you with a bit more of the gameplay here without me talking, so you can get a better feel for the game and performance. Thanks for watching, and see you in the next one.